Well. World-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life. Oh, Michael. Alrighty, folks at home, we're here. We're back with Assassin's Creed Mirage Day 2. This will be the final day of our coverage for this game, as it is complete total dog shit. So if you are able to catch us live, that is utterly fantastic, because this is the last time we are more than likely playing this game, Assassin's Creed Mirage. For the folks that came last night, you got initial impressions, and we will be jumping back into Assassin's Creed Mirage more tonight, and then we will be jumping into the RoboCop demo that released last night out of nowhere. So we'll see if that's any good. Glad they put out a demo for that. That means we don't have to buy the game. So if there's any publishers watching, don't put out demos, because if you have a demo released, quite frankly, I'm not buying the game. So we will be jumping back into Assassin's Creed Mirage. I'm going to set a 1 hour timer for Assassin's Creed Mirage, and then we will be jumping into for the very first time RoboCop, to see if that's any good. Probably not. I have yet to play one good game this year. You can call me a doomer, boomer, jaded, whatever. But I have yet to play one good game this year, quite frankly. Well, that's released this year anyway. I can't name one game that came out in 2023 that was actually worth my time. But contrarians in here love to disagree with me, even though the general consensus for this game especially isn't that really fantastic. But there's a lot of shills out there that got a free copy of this game, and they're shilling it. So, it's just one of those things. So we got to get this chat up in here. You guys have low dead energy in here, and today's stream is going to be tough, I can tell already. So let's go ahead and get a 1 in the chat if you are alive and awake, okay? There's no need to be dead in here, okay? It's not on slow mode. Let's move the chat. You guys can say stuff all day and all night, believe me, I know, okay? 1 in the chat, let's get it moving in here. Before we get started, we're going to be jumping back into Assassin's Creed Mirage for about an hour, and then we'll see from there, and then we'll be jumping into the Assassin's Creed RoboCop game. Okay, so we'll be jumping into that demo that just released on the PC. Now, I've never seen RoboCop. I have no idea what it is outside of like some robot cop or something. I don't fucking know. It's like some cheesy 80 movies. But with that said, that is the plan for tonight. So we'll be jumping into Ask Creed Mirage for another hour. And this will likely be the final time that we play Ask Creed Mirage. So we'll be jumping into Ask Creed Mirage for 1 hour and then jumping over to RoboCop demo. And that'll probably do it. But last night we played this game, Ask Creed Mirage, and it was terrible. Okay, 4 out of 10. I think that's what I said last night. So we'll see. We'll play a few more missions. You know, like I said, we're going to set a timer for this one here, Ask Creed Mirage. We're going to give it another hour, and we're going to see from there if it expands or if it just is more of the same old slop. Ask Creed 1 is a better game. Any other Ask Creed game is better than this. I mean, this is literally a mobile experience and a cut and paste from Valhalla, which if you guys like Valhalla in here, I don't know why you're subscribed to a channel like this. You guys got trash taste. I didn't even play Valhalla. You know, that's how bad it was. I played Odyssey, and that's all I needed to know. Google gave me that game for free. I tested out Project Stadia. I was the beta tester for Project Stadia or whatever the fuck, and they said, hey, here's a free copy of Ask Creed Odyssey. And that game is total garbage. Ask Creed Odyssey is total garbage. And I just played Origins like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whenever it was. That was trash as well. The only good Ask Creed games are the first one, and the one that came out in 2014 or 15, which was Unity rather. So those are the only two good Ask Creed games. If you disagree, you're a boomer with nostalgia.
It's over.
And let's get a big dub for Big Boss. Big Boss is coming through like a champ here. That's what we're talking about, popping the cherry in a way that makes sense.
6,568 super shattered £5. Forget about these games. Real gamers still play Connect on the Xbox 360. Saddest it's ever been. Saddest it's ever been. Guitar, world class.
Well, I mean, yeah, there is one interesting Connect game. I never played the Connect games, really, to be honest, outside of maybe like one of the demos or something. But there's a really unique horror game on the Xbox One. I forgot what it's called. Rise of Nightmares. This is what it's called right here. I've never played this. I always wanted to play it. It's a Connect game for the Xbox 360. It's made by Sega. Developed and published by Sega. Xbox 360 Connect Rise of Nightmares. That looked sort of interesting, but I don't know if it's worth anything, worth playing at all in 2023. But nonetheless, I don't have the technology to do that. I got the Xbox One Connect, and you can't plug that into the Series X. And I don't have an X. The only other console I have that's Xbox is 360. That was when Xbox was actually on top. And then they fell off with Xbox One, and they've never recovered since. So, you know, it was a one-and-done kind of thing with Xbox. It was like, hey, Xbox 360 is the peak, the rise of popularity. Call of Duty, everyone's playing Call of Duty on this platform here. They're not playing it on PS3. And then the PS3 kind of takes over later in the generation because they have these woke movie games that everyone seems to bond with. Why? Joel's a loser. Those games were never good. I hated that game when it came out, you know? Just because I didn't make videos back then. I mean, I made videos back then, but I didn't necessarily cover every game known to man. But I would have said the same thing back in 2013, 14, 15. Those games were trash. Last of Us is trash. It was never good. You roam around and move ladders, and you got these stupid characters that no one cares about. Like, okay, it's a hobo that's homeless, and he's trying to survive the apocalypse. I don't care. You know, it's just ridiculous. Like, at least Spider-Man has the built-in, like, care. Okay, you know, it's Spider-Man. If you don't care about Spider-Man, then obviously you wouldn't buy the game to begin with. But, like, you know, Spider-Man's already established. Spider-Man's already a household name. It's fucking Stan Lee, right? So, you know, they don't have to get you to care about those characters because you already care about those characters. So, I don't know. The Last of Us is overrated slop. It's always been overrated slop. Red Dead's overrated slop. The last good GTA game was San Andreas. What other hot takes do we have? I mean, I can go on and on. This generation has been a complete, total shit show. There hasn't been any good games that have released this generation since 2020. these new consoles, PS5 and Series X and S. No good games at all, not one. Exclusive to these consoles anyway. And early PS3 days was Kino and Comfy. Okay, the early PS3 era. Most people don't remember it because they didn't buy a PS3 then. But we're talking 2000 when did the PS3 come out? 2006, 7, I don't remember. 2006, 2007, the early PS3 era. The famous Asylum coming through with the 10. The only ass I want to see is Panam. Well, then go play Cyberpunk. Guys, you got to click the like button and you got to share the stream because this is what happens. We weren't going to go live tonight, and I figured, well, it's probably best we don't go live because you guys can't handle the content, quite evidently. And with that said, well, nonetheless, we're back here with Assassin's Creed tonight. Okay, we're back with Assassin's Creed tonight. We're going to be getting started. We're going to put a 1-hour timer on that slop, and then we got to move on to the RoboCop demo because that's like apparently 3 hours long. So that's the whole fucking game. They shouldn't have released a demo for RoboCop because there's no reason to buy the game now. But hey, you know, if you're down bad and you need people to talk about your game, I guess a little slice can't hurt. The last great GTA game was San Andreas, and it's because it was the total package. Okay. It was the total package. I'm not going to argue about it in here because we have low IQ viewers. Okay. But it was the total package. Do you need me to explain it further? Because I could attempt. But I'm just going to, I mean, it's blatantly obvious. I mean, San Andreas was the last good GTA game. And it's not nostalgia. It's just the functionality, the gameplay features. You have a lot of meat on that bone. You don't have as much meat on that bone with GTA 4. GTA 4 took the story serious. It took the mood, the vibe, the atmosphere of Liberty City, the HD era. It has, improved drastically, incredible physics system. But basically, that's it. So, everything else was sacrificed for my graphics and my physics. Okay. I don't see that as being better. Oh, you want to go bowling with Nico? Okay, well, that's all you can do. Go bowling with Nico. Okay, what about hey, you go on the Empire State Building, in Liberty City, whatever it's called. They don't have parachutes in that game. It's just like the amount of content there's not even, in GTA 4, there's not even tanks. I'm done. I'm not even going to discuss it, bro. I'm not going to discuss it. I don't care if you guys have fond memory. I bought GTA 4 day one when it came out on Xbox 360, so don't get me started on that. But if you can't see what was pulled back, they've compromised a lot because my graphics and the HD and the Euphoria natural motion engine or whatever the fuck. And then 5 is worse than 4 in a lot of aspects, and it just keeps getting worse and worse. So now, here we are 10 years removed from GTA 5, and this is the month. If they're going to tease it, it's this month, later this month, in a few weeks, and you just can't help but wonder, are they gonna really make a comeback with this franchise? Because it's been dead since San Andreas. And it has nothing to do with nostalgia. Literally, it's an objective fact. It's an objective fact. San Andreas has more things to do in the game.
Nightwing super chatted $4.99. Omackle only GOTY contenders this year are Baldur's Gate and Soda Drinker Pro. Cyberpunk is still bad. I bought after 2.0 and got bored in an hour.
It's just... Nightwing coming through, that's what we're talking about. Hell yeah, by the way, appreciate that. Gary from the Vault coming through here. I don't know why these are not playing out in a way that makes sense.
A binary super chatted $4.
That's what we're talking about. Epiphany coming through.
Excited you went live tonight, Mackle. You are funny.
Well, we've already played this. There's nothing more that we really need to see from Assassin's Creed Mirage, but we'll play it for 1 more hour. And, we have the RoboCop demo, so we'll see if that's any good. It's probably going to be trash. I've never seen those movies, so I don't know what it even really is. Outside of a giant robot, he's like the Terminator or something, I don't know.
Merkenium super chatted $5. Mackle GTA 6 map is rumored to be bigger than all previous Rockstar games combined.
Okay, but quantity, we don't need a pointlessly big map. See, this is the problem. I mean, I can pull the Microsoft Paint up right now and show these developers how to make a great open world game. You have to find a balance. And with a lot of these trash ass games, they just don't care. So, look, if November rolls around and there's still no GTA 6 tease, I'm just going to stop caring about it for now, because there's no point, right? If they tease it later this month around the 26th, 27th, then we'll get really excited because, Rockstar confirms it, Rockstar acknowledges it, Rockstar says, hey, it's coming, hold your horses, boom, boom, boom. Okay, but look, if November 1st rolls around and there's still no official confirmation of GTA 6, I'm going to stop caring about it, because there's just no point, and it's way off, more so than we think. So, look, the last good GTA game was San Andreas. That's what you need to know and understand, okay? In that game, if you see it, you can do it, pretty much. I mean, obviously, there are limitations, and there are certain things that you can do in GTA 4 that you couldn't do in San Andreas. But if you look at both games, they're totally different games, and GTA 4 was a massive step back in a lot of areas, okay? And especially in the gameplay department, and especially in, more specifically, just kind of the activities that you can do within the world and the mini games and things of that nature. In San Andreas, if you see a basketball, you can pick up the basketball and play basketball. In San Andreas, I mean, like I said, the mentality is sort of like, hey, if you see it, you can participate with it, sort of. Not all the time, but, so much content was cut, and I get it. It's Liberty City. It's not, it's a different vibe, it's a different move, it's a different atmosphere, but what did they replace it with? Barely anything. Great graphics, cool atmosphere, setting, theme, euphoria, natural engine physics. Okay, well, that's fine and dandy, I suppose, but ultimately, at the end of the day, you had less to do in the world. So it's like, okay, it's, cooler to look at, and there's, you can't even drive the train in GTA 4. I mean, it's just, it's ridiculous. Like, and that's the thing too. It's like, okay, not only can you drive the train in San Andreas, but there's like literally missions for the train. There's literally missions for the train. And that's what takes it to the next level. It's like, okay, not only can you interact with it, but we also have something right here for you as well. And they don't even have that in Red Dead 2. When you get on the train in Red Dead 2, I'm glad they put that back in, because in Red Dead 1, you couldn't get on the train. You could get on the train, but you couldn't drive the train. And in Red Dead 2, you can drive the train, and you can do all this, that, and the third, but there's no missions tethered to it. It's not like you can actually just like play fucking conductor or whatever, engineer, and, take the steam engine to this train station. There's no missions. So it's just like, okay, well, I mean, at least you could, the interactivity is there, but there's no mission tethered to it. There's no minigame tethered to it. There's no activity tethered to it. Again, in San Andreas, there's like fucking lowrider minigames. I mean, it just goes on and on and on in terms of the things that you can do in San Andreas. And then on top of that, you have the light RPG elements. San Andreas was the pinnacle of Rockstar games. After that, they fell off pretty hard. I'm not saying GTA 4 is trash, but the only way to get excited about GTA 6 is if they look at the philosophy of GTA San Andreas and take that mentality and move it forward in a way that makes sense. I mean, even Bully, you could do more in Bully than you can in Red Dead 2. I'm done with these games where it's just like eliminate things that move on the screen. Gamers are so conditioned to that slop, like, oh yeah, there's some enemies roaming around throughout the screen. Let's it's ridiculous. But I'm preaching to no one here, so. But people are going to consume anyway, whether it be in spite of me or whatever the case may very well be, they're going to consume. So, you do you. You consume the slop, you have your fun with it. I am envious of the sort of easily amused position that you currently possess, but geez. As a jaded boomer gamer, this industry has nothing left for me I would rather review movies, literally. And most of the movies that come out are total trash. But, they're only 2 hours, 3 hours long. You play these games for 6 hours, there's no reason to play it for that long. You play these games for about 30 minutes and you've seen the whole game pretty much. The core gameplay loop has already been exposed to the player within the first 30 minutes outside of a stupid skill tree where it's like, hey, unlock more abilities. And it's like, well, it doesn't really change anything. We've seen the whole core gameplay loop. It's no different than Pac-Man from 1974. Whenever that game came out, right? It's no different than Pac-Man from the 70s. You basically roam around the map through the maze and you eat the monsters. Okay, well, how has gaming evolved? It really hasn't. It's stuck in that mentality from 40, 50 years ago. So I would say that the industry is a total disaster. So I'm not saying there's not great games out there, but you really have to start. You got to dig deep, and you have to dig for what you want to look for, what you want to find, and you know what it's like going to a record shop. It's like, well, maybe modern music is trash or whatever the case may be, but it's like, well, you go to the record shop. I mean, you start digging around, you'll find something fucking that you've never heard before, guaranteed. You know what I mean? So I don't know. People in here have a weird take though on everything. It's just like contrarian central in here, and it's like, take that shit right back to 4channel, bro. Okay. You know, I was in someone else's stream earlier, and it's just like, well, they all agree with the guy. It's like, wow, that would be amazing. Over here, they play contrarian, even though they know I'm right. They're like, oh, yeah, like, you really want to defend Ass Creed Mirage? Okay, buddy, go ahead, defend it. I don't care. But you know, we got some weird people in here. I'll tell you that, who like to play contrarian, like modern gaming is actually good because you said it was trash. Okay, buddy. I thought that was the popular opinion, that modern gaming was trash. Apparently it's not. Apparently modern gaming is the best it's ever been. And we have this weird contingency of just talking about everything else, like what I'm saying doesn't matter. You know, we're talking about banning people in here. It's like, oh, just go fuck yourself. I'll turn the chat off. Like, I'm not here to put up with that bullshit. Okay, I'll do a total show where we don't do anything. We'll just stare at a wall. I don't care. You know, if you guys don't want to discuss video games, then that's fine with me. Just because you don't understand, like, my level of thinking when it comes to software doesn't mean that you're right. No one's right or wrong here. It's a matter of taste. Okay? It's a matter of taste. If you don't like my gameplay, then I would advise you, there's better ways you can spend your time. And by that, I mean go find a different channel to watch. But you can't pull yourself away. So, you know, you don't like the way I dissect the games, I don't care. Name one other show that's going to give you this dissection. They're not going to do it because no one else plays games like I do. And there's no wrong way to play these games, because if that were the case, the game would tell me. There would be a big sign up front that says, hey, you know, maybe you should go to the mission or something. And typically they don't tell you to do that. So it's an open world game, you know. You can play these how you want. But people want to get weird, so you do you. All right, we're going to be getting started here shortly. Please hit the like button if you can. This is going to be a shorter stream tonight because the energy is not matching up here tonight. And I figured that. That's why we don't stream as much, because you guys cannot handle it. I would stream 24/7 if we could handle it, but we can't. So we have to kind of dial things back here. The audience is very needy, and they're very vocal on what they need and what they like and what they don't like and things of that nature. So with that said, we have to do our best to be a slave to you, the consumer. Nonetheless, we're going to be jumping into Ass Creed Mirage here. Let's set the timer for this game because we're going to be jumping into RoboSlop. So let's get a 1 hour timer on this. If that's, maybe that's actually too much. I'm going to say 35 minutes on this. 35-minute timer here on Ass Creed, because the RoboCop demo is like 5 hours long. So, all right, we put a timer up on this Ass Creed Mirage, 35 minutes. Let's see where this game takes us within that time frame. Let's see where this game takes us in 35 minutes. Let's see where this game takes us in 35 minutes. This loading's ridiculous. Holy shit. We're going to go right to the main mission. We're going to go right to the main mission. We're going right to the main mission. We got 35 minutes with this. Can it compel us within 35 minutes? Let's see. We got 35 minutes with Ass Creed here. Just give it all cutscenes. What did John Carmack say about story in games? Go look it up. He's right. Type it in, John Carmack. If you don't know who that is, Maybe you shouldn't be watching the show, because you're a fake gamer. Type it in John Carmack's story in video games. It should pop up. It's based. Habrui Burrow. Nope, don't got time.
Be careful.
Nope. Albini Muhammad. What do we do? Click this, click that. Don't care. Skip. Cool. Okay, let's get this guy. Beshi. Boom. This is the worst game I've ever played in my life. How did Dreamcast guy give this a 9 out of 10? I'll tell you why. They sent him a free code. I mean, if they sent me a free code, I would have said it was a 9 out of 10 too. It's not that hard. Just start communicating with me and I can be an extension of the PR team. I can sell it like everyone else. It'd be stupid not to. Contact the rebels. What does that mean? What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm going to Ass Creed Unity. This is the worst game I've ever played. I don't play these modern Ass Creed games. They're absolute trash. Absolute dog shit. All of them. The last good one was Unity. Even Syndicate has downgrades. If you can't figure it out, then you don't get it. Okay? Odyssey was trash. Origins was trash. You can't name one good Ass Creed game in the last 8 years. 7 years. It doesn't exist. They're all garbage. We just played Unity like 3 months ago. This is abysmal, bro. This is abysmal. Well, I can't do the missions. I don't know. I'm done. I'm not trying to search for a fucking key or something. This game's trash. Like, absolute dog shit. If you like this game, you got... I mean, This is garbage. I've already played this game. There's a better version of this game that exists. It came out in 2007. And they said they took this back to the roots. Why do they have the drone eagle? That's not in Ass Creed 1. There was no drone eagle. Taking it back to the roots, by the way. Great tagline. That's not true. Just because there's similarities to the structure doesn't necessarily mean it's back to the roots. There's like 0 interiors in this.
The mark of the rebellion.
This game is absolute trash. Let's go to this guy. I don't know, dude. The game is total dog shit.
Contact with this merchant.
You can't do anything. It's $50 slop. It's $50 slop. And you guys would all agree if Chromecat made a video, you'd be the fucking taking that opinion and taking it to a 180 like, oh yeah, I liked it, then it was trash. You know, just like you did for every other game. And I wish Chromecat would have made a video on Starfield, but that's kind of a normie thing to make. So I think he'll pick a more obscure title. Which is a lot more Kino anyway. Starfield doesn't deserve more attention, it's trash. It's not the same Bethesda as it once was. They got a bunch of new programmers in there, clearly, and same with this too. Like, there's no. I mean, you can tell the lack of experience here. They don't know how to program video games anymore. We need to make that sexy again. I'm done. Digital Foundry's ruined the industry, quite frankly. I think they've tarnished the industry. Now these publishers chase graphics, fidelity, ray tracing. All of this crap that doesn't even matter. What happened to programming? What happened to the AI? What happened to the physics? What happened to this? What happened to that? The attention to detail is just not there. I mean, this is absolute garbage. It's literally a mobile game. That's not an exaggeration. It is coming to the iPhone next year. It's literally a mobile game. Like, you're getting this on your phone.
$5. Story in a game is like a story in a PR0N movie.
Exactly.
It's expected to be there, but it's not that important.
That's the John Carmack quote.
Chess has no story. Clinking beer mugs. Clinking
Yep.
beer mugs.
That's the John
Clinking beer
Carmack quote.
mugs.
I'm pretty sure that's what he said. Pretty sure that's what he said. Yeah. The only exceptions are if you're going to do a story in a video game, you got to do it really well, and I mean really well. There's no need for story in a game.
You're dead!
Okay, first of all, what is that? What fabric is that? It's not cement. This isn't cement. So let me ask you this, with that logic in mind, how do we get on this? Okay, how do you get on this? Okay, it's not cement, clearly. This is a cloth. Yet when I walk on it, there's no deformation whatsoever. Like, it doesn't sink in, even a tad bit. I don't care if it's fake. You have to sell the immersion. Look at this. There's holes in it, bro. You can see through it. This isn't... I'm not walking on cement, buddy. God, if I were at Ubisoft and I played this, I'd say just start from scratch. The whole game's trash. Look at this. It's pure cement. Nothing. It's an insult to my intelligence. But that doesn't matter. But the horse testicles in Red Dead Redemption 2, they shrink in the cold weather. I'd be sure to like that video. The details don't matter, but then they do matter, Michael, because I'm a hypocrite.
Citizen, in light of recent allegations... Hey, Zim! Don't you remain hidden? For shame! Guard! I'd like to remind you... الغني في كتاب جوامع علم النجوم.
كثيرا بما تطرحه فيزياء أرسطو وفقا لتفسير الحمصي. سأراجع الفقرة. We're literally staring at a door. This is the level of immersion we're talking about. Literally, I can make a better game than this.
في بيت عائلة إغريقية ثرية وهي تبعد عدة أيام شمال الفسطاط.
ما دفعني إلى التفكير في الأمر كان مقطعا في كتاب جوامع علم النجوم. لقد غفل
The lawbreaker!
عن شيء.
Guard! Guard! He's here!
We're going to have to help Ubisoft right here in real time. Here we go.
Call the watch! The outlaw! He's
We're going to
here!
have to help Ubisoft here in real time.
Get the watch! The watch! He's here!
We're going to have to help Ubisoft here make a better game. Okay. This is how you... Let me just... Free advice for Ubisoft here. Right here. Great open world game design. There's two ways to do this. Okay. Center it, underline, boom. Look at my GDC. Never made a game before, but that's why I know what I'm talking about, because I'm not jaded. Great open world game design. Okay. So, devs, listen up. Here we go. There's two ways to make a great open world. Okay. It's not that hard. Okay. It's not that hard. I need bold on this. Boom. Great open world game design. This is how you do it, folks. There's two ways to go. There's three ways to go about this, okay? I need you guys to listen up in here, okay? Hit the like button. Let's share it out, okay? I know they're showing this on 4chan day in and day out, but the reality of the situation is as clear as day. This game's slop, okay? Total garbage. That's why we're moving on RoboCop demo, and we're going to see if that's any good. Probably not. That's why they had to put out a free demo. If your game's trash, you put out a free demo. I mean, that's just the reality of it. There's three ways to make a great open world. Let me think how to word this, okay? There's three ways to make a... It's not hard, okay? There's three ways you can go about making a great open world. Great open world game design, right here, okay? I'm done. Great open world game design, okay? There's three ways to do this. First option. Sell... well... This font is absolute trash. Here we go. So how do you spell believability of open world? Okay. So the believability of the open world. I'm not trolling either. Okay, I don't care if you guys disagree. You guys don't know what you're talking about. You guys are literally consumers. I'm not a consumer. I'm a creator. Okay. I know what I'm talking about. It's going to be hard to word this, but you're just going to have to bear with me here, okay? I know how to make a great game, but it's hard to put it into words, okay? The first thing you can do is you can go down the sell the believability of the open world approach. Now, there are drawbacks to this approach, okay? Or full systematic, I don't know if that's a fucking word, full systematic simulation. Okay.
Christian Romero
Here we go.
chatted $4.99. Still better than Slotfield, but Baldur's Gate 3 is still the game of the year for 2023. The reality of the situation continues to unfold. BG3 clears.
Right here. These are the three ways. The third and last is to combine both. Most people can't do that. If that makes any sense. Are we following along, or are we already lost? Here's what you need to understand right here. Great open world game design. First one is to sell the believability of the open world. Okay, how do you do that? Well, we can get into details. Okay, if you guys are really interested. Okay, the second thing is a full systematic simulation. Okay, I don't even know if that's a fucking word. But a full simulation approach. Okay. And the last one is to, and most devs can't do this, okay, they can barely do any of these, is to combine both for the ultimate game. Okay? This is it. It's really that simple. This is all you need to understand to make a great open world game. It's not hard. Okay? You're going to have to pick which one you want. Okay? There's drawbacks to both. You can't have both, pretty much. That's why they don't do both. But in the future, if they can combine both, that would be fantastic. So this is the dilemma that we're currently facing. Well, first of all, these modern devs can't really pick and choose because they don't know what they're doing anyway. They make movie games and they hire actors and actresses on Instagram, and they have pretty faces on the front of the box, and people buy and consume. Okay, it's just a mass consumption entertainment. It's not about making games anymore. It's about selling nonsense, selling the brand, selling Ass Creed, selling Battlefield. It's not about selling the actual game. It's about selling the brand. That's all it is. So let's get into more detail here. Not that you guys care, but I do. Okay. Let's just eliminate the third option because that's just pointless right now. So there's two options, really, basically. Realistically, there's two options here, okay? There are three options, but realistically, there's two options. And maybe these could be worded better, but nonetheless, this is how it ultimately unfolds here, okay? So if we go in here like this. So if I were making an open world game, this is what we're going to have to settle with, okay? It's not hard. This is what we're going to have to settle with right here. Which one do I want to choose? Do I want to sell the believability of the open world, or do I want a full system approach? Full simulation approach. What do I want? That's what we're going to have to decide before we make the game. What is our budget? The talent of the team? What is feasible? What is doable? So on and so forth, okay? So with that said, how do we sell the believability of the open world, okay? Well, you have to start looking at the great open world games, and there's not many. I can probably name less than 5 that really sell the believability of the open world. But there is a game that comes to mind, and it's Watch Dogs 2. And yes, it's from Ubisoft. The same studio, well, not the same studio, but, Ubisoft, they made this, and they also made Watch Dogs 2, a bunch of other Ass Creed games. And the old games are better. The reality is that you've already played the best games that have ever released. They're not going to make great games ever again. So we cannot make gaming great again. It's literally impossible, if that makes any sense. You've already played the best games. It's over. You don't need to buy a new You don't need to buy new games. You don't need to buy new hardware. You don't need to subscribe to new services. It's over. Gaming is dead. Yes. In the sense that they're actual video games. They're not actual video games anymore. They're interactive movies. You press a few buttons and that's it.
It's over!
Z Cowboy Coyote Super Chatted
Who the fuck's this?
$4.99. Look at Red Dead Redemption 2. That was a perfect example of an open world game done right.
Disagree. Disagree. Nope. Because guess what they did? They picked one of these options. They didn't combine both. They wanted to do so bad, but they didn't.
I'm a fucking devil super chatted $4.99. Mirage has the worst objective and map traversal in any game I've played. It feels broken and using the bird doesn't seem like it helps me find my way.
Well, they said this was back to the roots, and why is there a bird in this game? Back to the roots, by the way, yet we're using the same assets from Ass Creed Valhalla. Because that's what this is. It's basically just an expansion, all shined up to, it's just ridiculous.
Corner super chatted $5. It's time to start playing McCluskey again. The hell with bad intentions.
Yeah. So how do you sell the believability of the open world? Well, you look at Watch Dogs 2. Okay, that's the most immersive open world I've ever walked through. I'm not even trolling. Name one game that's close to that. Nope. GTA 4 is not. GTA 5 is not. Guys, you have to understand that GTA has never been really that detailed. That's a hot take. I don't care.
M0M0M super chatted $5. There was a senior Obsidian dev talking about AI programming during Outer Worlds. The new coders requested 1 month to make code that should take 1 hour. Crying face.
We need. Yep. We got to start praising the engineers. Okay, the open world in GTA 5 is trash. The open world in GTA 4 is trash because they don't do any of these at all. GTA has never had a good open world. Red Dead 2 is more advanced than any GTA game. And that's why we need GTA 6. But, you know, if you're making an open world game, this is basically what it comes down to, in my opinion, okay? I don't have any experience making games outside of Dreams. But it doesn't matter, because everyone starts somewhere. At the end of the day, this is what it basically boils down to. Most people cannot implement both, okay? Very few games have ever done that. So what do you want to do? Pick what you want. Sell the believability of the open world to the end user, or do you want a full simulation approach to the end user? You can't have both. You can, but not, I mean, it's just almost impossible. So you're just going to have to choose what you want to do, okay? Sell the believability of the open world. How do you do that? How do you sell the believability of the open world? You need to make it feel lived in. Okay, it's not that hard. Make it feel lived in. That's it. Make it feel lived in. Okay, not hard. And if I have to explain that, then you don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, it's a simple philosophy here, folks. You got to make it feel lived in. How do you do that? It's common sense. Go to a city and look. Go to a city in real life and observe. That's what I would tell my devs. Okay? If they came out to me and they said, "Hey, Michael, how do we make this open world feel lived in?" Step outside. Observe. It's not hard. It's not hard. It's not hard. Okay? Full simulation approach. How do you tackle that? How do you tackle the full simulation approach? Where are my bullet points? Full simulation approach. NPCs on dynamic schedules. In-game clock. Hold on. Events tethered to in-game time, clock, etc. Okay, not hard. Right here. This is how you make a great game. That's it. Now you have to pick and choose one. You can't have both. It's nearly impossible unless you have unlimited talent and budget. This is it right here. This is it right here. And I'm going to do a poll here in a minute. What do you want in your open world game? If you could only have one, what do you want? What do you want in the open world game? What are you looking for in an open world game? You can't have both. Because if you try and do both, it ain't going to work. Okay, there's just no way. Now, they've tried to do it. We're doing a poll. We're going to the poll. I don't care. You think it's funny? I'll ban you. Okay? You have no idea what you're talking. You're literally a consumer. You go to the grocery store and buy lettuce for $5 a head. Okay, you can plant a seed in the ground for free. Why are you going to the grocery store? Because you love getting fucked in the ass. Why are you going to the Italian restaurant and paying $25 for spaghetti when you can make it for $5 at home? Grow a garden. Don't go to the grocery store. You imbecile.
Mr. Finch,
you are literally a slave.
The problem with full simulation games is they often rely too much on the make-your-own fun philosophy like Breath of the Wild and MG's 5.
Don't bring up slop like that. Hold on, let me see what you said. The problem with full simulation games is they often rely too much to make the world fun. No, we're not talking... Here's what I need if I... Okay. This is my GDC conference here. Not a game dev, but I'm a fake game dev. Here we go. I'm a consumer that turned game dev. What you need to do in the game, okay? If the player's not entertained, okay, let me just finish it this way. You need to be able to observe without even moving. Okay, things are happening. Things are actually happening. I was barely playing it. I don't know how to explain this. I don't know how to explain this in a way that makes sense. You have to think, what if the player doesn't really play the game? If that makes any sense. What if the player is not really playing the game? Can we still have dynamic events? Can we still have dynamic elements, things of that nature? Okay, there's a lot more to this, but we're trying to make it very simple for everyone to understand on here, okay? This is it. I could go further, but you guys can't handle it already. Okay, great open world game design, you have to pick and choose what you want. Okay, if I were at Rockstar, what I would do is I would pick the first one. Because trying to tackle both in the same game is... It's ridiculous.
CEO of Chairbucks super chatted $5.
Okay.
Play Shenmue and compare it to these new slop NPCs. Grapes, ghost, grapes.
Yeah.
Ghost,
Okay,
grapes,
but
ghost,
here's the problem with these games that have the NPCs on schedules. They don't sell the believability of the open world. Look at Red Dead Redemption 2. A lot of the NPCs are on schedules. They have destination points. I don't know if, but they're not doing anything in that game. They're literally just standing around. They're not selling the believability of the open world. It's that simple. They're not. So you have to pick and choose what you want. What is going to be more impressive to the player? Look at Watch Dogs 2. None of the NPCs are on schedules in Watch Dogs 2. Okay? If you stand there, they will never move. Okay? It's set in stone. But on the flip side, they have sold the believability. Now, in an ideal world, yes, it would be fantastic if we could mend them together. Sell the believability and have the NPCs on schedules. The ultimate simulation fantasy, the ultimate open world experience. Sure, that isn't going to happen though. So the easier route, in my opinion, less probably programming as well, because you don't have to do too much. When they're not on full schedules, I'm assuming the programming's way less. So what you do, I'm opening up AskCred Unity. I'm done. Do I still have it out here? I'm done. I'm opening up AskCred Unity. I got to start showing my points. Watch this here. Where's AskCred Unity? I really hope I didn't delete it. Ubisoft Connect. Oh, Lord, we got to log in. Oh, Lord. It's literally installing viruses. Yes! I'm going to open up AskCred Unity. If we can get logged in here. Okay, we're logged in. Games. I deleted AskCred. No, it's right here. Boom. Play. There we go. You want to see a game? Watch this. Look at this. Look at this right here. How dare these consumers sit around it? Oh. There we go. Game capture. I'm pulling it up. Here, let me get to a different spot here in this game. Okay, yeah, just reset me. Just reset me. We're pulling this up. I don't care if you think it's boring. I don't care. This is I can't tell if it's working. This isn't full screen, folks. It's not working. We're having problems with it. I don't know if there's an update to OBS or something. The game capture doesn't work anymore. I've had tons of problems with that. It's not picking up the game. I have no idea why. It's not picking up the game.
It's over!
I can't get it to pick it up. It's not picking up the game.
Phrase Cram super chatted 5 hours. The world of the game needs to feel as though it exists independently of the player. It needs to feel like it functions by itself.
Well, that would be option 1 then. Okay, it is picking it up. Give me a moment and I'll fix it. Give me a moment and I'll fix this slop here. There we go. There we go. Now some contrarian is going to defend this and say, well, oh Michael, this is a $50 game. You're comparing it to a game that had a bigger budget and a bigger team. No, 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 no. That's excuse. Excuse city. Look at this. Oh my god. Look at this. Holy shit. Look at this.
That's your face on the poster. Hold a moment.
Well, I guess we broke the game here. I don't know what's going on. I can't just walk around now without getting attacked. Well, I guess we can't compare them. I mean, it's pretty obvious which one's better, but... Okay.
Hey, you. A word.
And why is water bouncing on the camera lens? Is there a camera following the main character? Is that what that's implying? Why do they do that? Because you're looking at it through a camera lens is what this is essentially saying when that happens. That doesn't even logically make sense. You're breaking the fourth wall. Bro, this game is barren as hell.
You have to do something. This? Now this is boring.
هلو موسم التجارة في انتظاركم اليوم فقط كل شيء بنفس الثمن لا تفوت.
What is wrong with you today?
There's like 5 NPCs on the screen. Oh my god.
Are you going to go to the camel races? I have a friend. I'll teach you my shoulder
Look at this right here. Look at this right here. People are sitting down. They're drinking their tea. Benjamin Franklin. I mean, dude. The whole game is crashing. Oh my god!
Won't outrun me. You catch that, shit eater!
Holy shit. Oh. I think something's happening in the other game. Look at this. Dude. I'm done, bro. If you don't get it, you don't get it. That's okay. You don't have to agree just for the sake of agreeing. If you don't understand it, that's okay. Look at the amount of NPCs on this. This is a 2014 game, 2015 game. Okay, so what option did they choose here? They chose the first option. In Ascreed Unity, they chose obviously these NPCs are not on schedules. If you were to stand here, no one's going to ever leave. So they went with the first option essentially, and they said, let's sell the believability of France. How do you do that? Well, you make it feel lived in. That's basically how you do it. And, you know, they populated the area with a shitload of NPCs. The technology back then was apparently better than ever. Yet it's on primitive hardware compared to what we have now. Okay, we have more memory now than ever. You don't need to be a game dev to understand those things. And so what did they pick with Ascreed Mirage? Nothing. The NPCs, from what I can tell, are not on schedules. I haven't fully tested that out, and I don't really give a shit. Because first of all, they didn't make it feel lived in. They didn't sell the believability of the open world, the city, the what have you. You have NPCs that just basically do nothing. At least in Unity, everyone looks busy. That's another thing, too. You're making an open world game, you need to make the NPCs look like they're fucking busy. Boom. That's an easy way to sell it. Look at this. Everyone's doing different shit. It's not hard to do. You walk around Ascreed Mirage, and there's a lot of just walking aimlessly. There's a few animations here and there, but there's a lot of just nothingness. See, people just stand around and stuff. I mean, this is a super low budget game, bro. This is a super low budget game. Okay. You can't do anything. You can't do anything. I want to see something right here. This guy's chopping up wood. I got to see this. Look at that, beautiful. Way better than that animation with the rug. Oh, this guy's over here chopping something. I mean, look, I could just play this game like this all day. There's so much to look at. He's sharpening up his axe. Now again, they don't have schedules, so you know, Ubisoft basically picked the first option and said, let's make this feel lived in. All the NPCs are busy with their own unique kind of animation sequences, but they're not on schedules. Again, you know, look at this. Everyone's got different animations, bro. Look at this. You know, they're making the NPCs feel busy. It makes it feel like it's actually lived in. And they don't just rant. Look at this. Oh my God! There's no way you can read that. It's the Declaration of Independence. Oh my God! Look at this shit. Look at that, they react.
It's over!
Magic 3,383 super chatted $5. Nearly a decade ago it was decided that video games must now be made by women and all of the diversity they could fit onto the dev team. It's over.
It's over. Damn, you can fiddle your sword around. That's fucking crazy. I thought that was like a mod. How do you pull your sword out in this? They do a little reaction in here, but the problem with the game is that there's no NPCs in Baghdad. And they don't sell the believability of the NPCs. And that's one of the selling points of this game, an immersive reactive city. Okay, but you have to sell the believability as well. You can't have... Do we look how many NPCs are on the Ascreed unit? I'm playing the game. Guys, can you count how many NPCs are on that screen right there? Holy shit, that's at least probably like 150. Why is this game so empty? How do you get your sword out? Get out, dude. Of course, we don't have a sword. This game's trash.
Show me the path ahead.
Oh.
What is wrong with you today?
Don't you remain hidden? For shame! Guard!
Mobile game. Yeah, the animation's better too. Look at this. Holy shit. Dude. Oh, there's no... Look at the animation. Smooth. Wow. Look at that. That's beautiful. Like the blending of animation. No, let's do that. Let's do that in Ascreed, or Ascreed, whatever the game's called, Mirage. Let's do this in Ascreed Mirage. That was the animation blending and... Let's see here. Because there's a similar... The whole game broke. Well, the animation's worse in this game. The climbing animation's worse. There's a similar structure in this game. I'm going to see where it's at. I don't think it's as tall, but... Where's this at? I seen it. It's right there. Probably can't go inside. Ugh. Yeah, the animation's too snappy in this game. I doubt we can go inside. The animation's too snappy. Yep, we can't go inside. You got to play the game. Unless we go this way. Okay, buddy. I don't think we can go up the wall. Looks like you can, but you can't. Yep. Trash. Oh, we go this way. You got to do it a very specific way. It's one of those puzzle games. Well, let's go to the center here. Oh, this is so bad. There's like no NPCs at all. So how do you go backwards? I don't understand how you guys don't care about stuff like this when you literally consume these games. I wouldn't be buying these games if I didn't fucking cover them. Why would I? That doesn't make any sense. These games are trash. You guys are literally consumers. So why wouldn't you care about the quality of the game? That doesn't make sense. Oh, just shut up and eat your popcorn? That's the mentality always? Well, that's why this industry is in the shape that it's in. You just buy things because it's like, well, let's just buy something because we have nothing to play. Like, that's not the way to look at it. Maybe it is. Oh, we can't go in here, of course. Everything's locked. Yeah, they got spikes on the top. You're going to have to do the main story. Yep. That's the end game or something. Oh. Yeah, we can't go in here. Well, we tried. Look at that.
Hey, you! Stop! Put the dog down!
That's enough for that game. Let's go back to Unity one more time here. How do we jump down? Oh wow, even that's better. Dude. Look at that, they have dynamic events. I'm not seeing any of that in Ascreed. And they got interiors. Look at this shit. Ooh, this game's acting weird. Bro, they literally got interiors. What is this? So you can't attack? Look at these animations. Like, the blending is so fucking really solid. Like, it just looks less snappy. I don't know how to describe it. He's reacting to, like, falling off the ledge. Look at this. Who the fuck is that? Bro, I found a unique NPC. Yeah, they made it feel lived in. I think we've and they didn't make Ascreed Baghdad here feel lived in at all. It's just like we have NPCs on the screen that like it doesn't feel lived in. So it's like, okay, they react a little, but there's no immersion because it doesn't feel lived in. And it's not just because there's a lot of NPCs in Unity that does help, but they're assigned to contextual animations within the environment. It's nerd talk. I don't care. If you don't get it, whatever. Done. Well, we should jump into RoboCop soon. Because I'm done with this. I've seen enough. I don't want to play this game ever again. It's literally an Xbox Live Arcade game. Should have been $20 at launch. Free on Game Pass. Oh. Oh my god.
Bring him down.
Yeah, it... Oh! Oh! Yeah, they got an amateur animation team on this. Like, this is... It's snapping. I'm done. The animation blending's trash. It's like snapping and it's subtle, but... Okay. Oh! God! I'm not even trying to make it look bad. Like, there's no way to make it look bad. I'm just jumping around. That's what I did in Ascreed Unity. Oh! So how was the 2014 game better? 2015 game better?
Hi, hold it your control pod. Please, please.
Hey, that's... Hold the watch! Don't let him get away!
Yeah.
It's like there's less of it. It's like there's less frames in the animation. I don't know how to describe it. There's less keyframes in the animation or something. I don't know how to describe that, but because I don't know how that works. But that's what I'm, as a consumer, that's what I'm seeing. It's like there's literally less frames in the animation sequence or something. I don't know how to describe that, or if that's even a real thing. But the snappiness, the jankiness, like the transitioning here. You can see it, and it's not good. So why is Unity better? Came out 10 years ago. Okay, bigger budget, bigger team. Oh, I thought it was all about hardware, huh? Guess not. So what's the point of making new consoles then? It's all a fucking one big joke. I can't keep playing this, guys. This is bad. You like can't even jump where you want to jump either. Ugh.
Hey, you! Hold a moment! Hold!
See there? It's like, yeah, it's nitpicking, but when it was better before, and it's not up to that same level of quality, then it's like, okay, why don't we demand more? Why can't they do the same, at least? I don't understand. Because Unity has tons of NPCs on the screen. This has no excuse. Like, this is literally, this should have been the best Ass Creed game ever made. You're talking, this is the way to do these games. Smaller map, less bloat. Cool. Okay, but in return, you know, on the flip side of that, you're going to have to make it more detailed and more immersive and you know, more reactive like they claim, which isn't the case. It's like they react, but it doesn't feel lived in. It feels like it's a simulation. Like, I don't, you know, this doesn't feel like they've lived in, you know, Baghdad doesn't feel lived in here. But it's supposed to. It's just another theme park game. Literally the first game has more NPCs too. I'm done. I'm done. Yeah, well, people don't care. I don't know. If Digital Foundry had the same thoughts, you would all be applauding them. So, I'm done. I'm going to RoboCop. Going to RoboCop. Play. This is probably trash. I mean, if you have to put a demo out for your game to get people to care about it, it's probably an automatic slop fest. But we'll see. It's a smaller team, I'm assuming. Maybe it's good. Doubt it, but we'll see. She don't love being so sad. RoboCop. Oh, Lord, it looks like Fallout 4. Looks like Fallout 4. Oh, you guys didn't get audio on that. Would you like to auto-detect the settings? Sure. Okay, we got some soul here in the menu, I suppose. I don't know how. I've never seen the movie, so I don't.
It's over!
Have any idea.
M0, 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 M Super Shattered $5. This has been a world-class GDC presentation, right on the money. Unity's NPCs and City vs Starfield, Atlantis and Mirage. Baghdad is crazy to see. Front-facing baby chick. Front-facing baby chick.
Has suddenly reappeared in the Baltic Sea.
That's what we're talking about. MO coming through. Oh yeah, it's in the 80s, ain't it? I'm plugging this controller in, bro. Boy, this shit loud as fuck. Cool, I'm a Power Ranger.
Good to see you, Murphy. Lieutenant's at the main entrance to the TV station.
Why does he sound like that? I'm sorry, but that voice doesn't match. You can't see your feet because they didn't want to animate that. This game runs like shit. What do we got in terms of settings here? Holy shit. Like, I need to have VSync on, bro. With the DLSS, holy, turn the frame generation on too. We need all the help. Because this game looks like it's on optimized slop. There we go. It's a little bit better, I guess. Can't go into the door.
The ground's shaking. Judgment Day is here.
Oh, wow. This runs like absolute dog shit. Well, they got the mood and the vibe down, I suppose. But it is not interactive here. There's no way you can go inside. What the fuck? I thought you could scam people like the Terminator. What is this slop?
Just another day in old Detroit. I'm telling you, this town is going to hell. Like we're not there already.
They came out of the trucks and they just started shooting at anything that moved.
$169 for a TV? That seems a little high in the 80s.
Don't bother. She's only Jonesy.
$300 for a TV? In the 80s? Yeah, I don't know about that pricing. It's a movie, it's a museum game. Oh, here we go.
I wouldn't bother. I already ran the plates.
You should know by now when it comes to evidence, we're hoarders. Attacking the media ain't got nothing to say.
It's like the Joker game.
If it keeps on like this, we're gonna run short of body bags.
Yeah, this game runs like shit.
I'm gonna give you 10 milligrams of diazepam to make it up.
Might as well just watch the
We can't wait any longer. Those trigger-happy maniacs have a ton of hostages. But sir,
I've got a signet ring.
Finally!
Oh no. It's like Cyberpunk. Oh, this runs like total shit. Oh, cool. What the?
Worried about the way.
Lewis, you're here.
We need to get these elevators back online. The service box is in the basement.
Let me.
I doubt you had time between all the heroics, but I got a keycard from the janitor. It's good to do some real street work from time to time, you know? After you. They sabotaged the elevators and staircase too. They obviously don't want to be disturbed.
That graffiti is fresh.
My hands are sick.
I will keep them coming.
What a warm welcome, don't you think?
Damn! That's my Race the Emperor! Kill that freak!
Jeez. This is why Max Payne 3 sucks. This is the whole game. Like the most repetitive slop. But I mean, this is based off of movies.
I am detecting a short circuit. We need to isolate the cables.
I think I've got something just for that.
You are very resourceful.
Thanks, but I'd say it was a team effort. They're holding everyone in the studio. It's on the 30th floor.
He's vlogging in 1980?
So, our friends in blue finally decided to join our glamorous show. I'm afraid you're too late for my autograph. Chop.
Slime bags detected.
Can you go outside? I don't like the Fallout 4 aesthetic.
It's over!
Alistair X Super Chatted $9.99. There are few who deny, at what I do
God
I
you've
am
come.
the best for
This
my
lady
talents
really
are
needs to see
renowned
a
far
doctor.
and wide when it comes to surprises in the moonlit
Murphy,
night I excel without
people
ever
need
even
help.
trying.
Why don't you go ahead? I'll stay with them.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Let's get busy!
Have you washed your hands?
I really have to. I wasn't playing in the dirt.
Alex? What do you think about the color of this dress? I'm not sure if I like the pattern. James really looks up to you.
Don't back up, or I'll kill you! Sudden moves, cop! I'm not dying here! Get me another one of those choppers, like the one that took Soot! You hear me?
You work so hard, honey. Why don't you take some leave?
What?
Everyone is dismissed. And Lewis, I need your report on the TV station incident. On the double.
On it, Sarge.
There's no mirrors.
God damn it, when will this be fixed? Don't hold your breath. OCP isn't looking to spend a
Oh, it's in
dime on our
Detroit.
equipment.
What seems to be the problem?
My damn locker won't open. Can you try? Wait, what is all this shit doing in my locker? I wanted you to be safe out there. Yeah, you guys, very funny.
There's no way it's the same NP.
There's my favorite walking, talking law enforcement machine.
Okay, let's get on with it.
Why don't you take a seat for me?
I've never seen the movie, so I don't know.
That's a nasty scar. I'd like to see the other guy.
Oh, you make your own guy?
Well, I can other than that sort of...
I agree. If it was up to me, I'd remove it altogether. What do you think, Doctor? Would save us a lot of hassle.
I don't mind the hassle. So what do you say, officer? Is that possibly something that could be of interest to you?
I am not sure.
Robo, Reed wants everyone in the briefing room at 5. It's about the new guy.
Excuse me, Dr. Mirage, but I am needed elsewhere.
But we...
Well, can't say we didn't try. Everyone get back to whatever the fuck you do.
Man, I tell you, it was crazy in that TV station. Good job you had Murphy.
Murphy, could you please help me out here?
Thought you can go outside. Oh, the frame rate.
Murphy, I heard you're scheduled for calibration. Step right up and press the button when you're ready. 50 points is what OCP calls a passing grade. Shouldn't be a problem to you. Not even 50, huh? Maybe they really did invest in that lab. Why don't you try again? Try to break your job. I'll let the eggheads know that you're good to go. See you in the future.
My FOV is glitched. I found a bug. My FOV is glitched.
Hi, Murphy.
So, what's on today's agenda?
Bro, I can't.
Is that you sit your ass down and listen.
Holy shit, this is broke. The whole game is literally the whole game is broken. Literally the whole game is broken. I can't move. I can't move. I broke the whole game. I can't move. Oh, that's it. I'm done. I'm not starting from the beginning, bro. Well, that was repetitive slop. But I guess if you're a RoboCop fan, that's a day one. I don't know. I'm not a boomer, so that's real boomer shit. It's like 70s, 80s. Well, the game needs more time in the oven. It just broke on me. Found a big bug. Alrighty, well, I don't know what else there is left to play or say, so probably wrap it up here. Not sure what to tell you guys. Not sure what to tell you guys, so that's going to do it. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show. And we will see you later. It's over.